Hey there guys, what's going on? And welcome back to the Olds for RTG. And FUT CHAMPS has been full of emotions. This weekend, I have been involved in I repeat, four penalty shootouts, and every single one of them has gone to the decider, like the golden goal. Who's gonna choke? Me. I've choked 2 times, so 50% success rate, I'll take that. But good news, we've only lost on a penalty shootout. But with what's been happening in a few of the games, one of them specifically came up against a very strong player. He was better than me in the game. He had a few chances towards the end that he probably should have taken, and then I had one really good one to end it off before it went to the penalty shootout. And it's all about increasing that success rate. And I've noticed, like this weekend especially, I can see the flaws in my game, and it's nothing where EA are really interfering. Although I've got a few things to explain, I can see exactly what we need to improve with our team and what we need to do with our build-up play, and it's improvements. They need to be made. So when I'm through on goal and I'm shooting like a cross goal with Mbappe some of these times, that in any other game, right, he would probably score that. And that shot there is typical RNG. You're giving EA that deciding factor. They will take control of that finish. Whereas if you're through on goal and you keep yourself nice and composed, add in a little ball roll or like a little fake shot to create the angle and then hit it to the near post, you are increasing that shot success rate, like 90%. It's gonna go in. Sometimes the keeper will like go down and grab the ball if you're attempting that ball roll, but that is the shot choice, and this is where we need to increase our chances. So that's why I wanted to explain like a few things with the starting 11, because we have made some big improvements and it is noticeable. Like we're 18-2 right now, 2 losses on a penalty shootout, but overall playing a lot better than last weekend. Now I do have to put that down to the player switching though. I'm not gonna lie, player switching this weekend has felt a lot better than last week, and I feel a bit more confident at the back and I'm defending quite well. And then in the attack, we're creating a lot, and that's why Bernardo Silva in that cam position, middle cam, may I just add, he's added a really nice balance to the squad. But what I want to go over is how we're going to fine tune the squad. But I know that you guys are going to get the wrong end of the stick and think that I want to sell Mbappe, do this, do that. No, listen, please listen, right? Mbappe is wonderful. He's added so much to the team and he's really consistent in front of goal for the most part. But if we're wanting to fine-tune our squad and take it to the next level, now I know it's always down to me and how I play, but if we're wanting to add extra quality, we need a 5-star weak foot in the attack. Now I was looking at prime moments Dalglish, and I know he's right now like 4 million coins. Well, the prime when it originally came out, it was like 3 million, then he dropped and now he's like not even selling for 2. So I think the prime Michael moments is going to be around about 3.5. And you go and look at his stats, he's got pace, he's got insane shooting, his passing's okay. It's not really to the standard that I would have hoped for, because that's one of the reasons why I like Mbappe so much. He drops into the midfield, plays it around, boom, and we're on attacks. And also the dribbling from Dalglish is going to keep it nice and close to his body, and his physical stats aren't terrible. He can hold his own. I remember on his prime he was getting some lucky rebounds. So him leading our line with that 5-star, that could be absolutely lethal in getting those extra couple of goals in the tight games. And speaking of tight games, this is what I'm doing wrong. So I'll come up against a player that, let's say, is better than me, but you can still get those wins. Like the skill gap on FIFA 20 is so small that it's really in my favor when I'm against those players. So where I find myself giving away the ball is on the transition way too much. Like let's say he's putting me under pressure, maybe he's using like 6 or 7 depth where it feels like that in game. Although it's very good to catch your opponents on the counters and try and hit them before they reset, it's never good if you're trying to do that over and over again and needlessly giving away the ball. And that's what I find myself doing in so many matches, where I'm just giving my opponents that confidence and the control of the game where they feel like they're untouchable, and then they grow in confidence and it's even harder to break them down or even just regain possession. So what I try to do in a few of these matches is when I regain possession, slow it down, pass it around, switch the play, wait for his players to reset further back and go again. And although it's going to be a little bit more difficult to break them down because that's when he gets like 10 men behind the ball, at least you've now taken control of the game. And that is, in those types of matches, that's when I need to realize, yo, switch, slow it down, change your style instead of just going through the middle or going down the wings over and over again and passing just for the sake of passing. So I feel really good this weekend. I really, really do. And that's exactly where I'm going wrong. It's taken me a while to realize, but I'm just figuring out the patch and how to adapt and stuff, and the tactics of cut the passing lanes. That's something that I did stick with as well, and it feels good. It feels good. I still don't know if it is going to be the go-to tactic, but Kante has been outrageously good, man. One of the star signings. Just when I have him in my starting 11, it just feels different. It feels like I've actually got someone that wants to work for me and commit every single time there's a loose ball. He's going to be the one coming out of nowhere, clutching up and just being an absolute beast. And also we've had Petit on 10 chemistry, and Petit and Blanc, I know Petit gets a lot of hate, but he's been really good, and Blanc's been the best defender that I've used on the game, and I would love to get his prime icon moments. It's only like 2 mil. I know that's no, it's not even 2 mil, it's like 1.7 and 1.8. If he were to drop, and let's say we do pack like a Future Stars or whatever, right, we were to bring in some coins, I would sell this version of Blanc and get the prime icon moments and then use him for the rest of FIFA. I think he's the best centre back on the game for me. His footwork, his defensive awareness, it's just, he's the best. He really, really is good. And Mane is a right attacking mid. Amazing. He is the perfect right attacking mid for me. I don't want him as my cam. I don't want him as my striker anymore. You can see the results and what's happened. 18-2 from like, what was our record last weekend? Just barely getting gold. Not good, but we are 18-2 right now, and the losses. One of the games I came up against an absolute god squad. He was a German, and in the first half, I've got to give it to him. Massive team, really good player in the first half. Then all of a sudden, in the second, I wasn't scared to approach the game. I thought, you know what, I've got nothing to lose. I may as well take the game to him. And I was asking the chat as well, like, because I was streaming on Twitch, what shall I do? Shall I up my depth, or should I just change my style? I didn't touch my custom tactics. I just slowed it down a little bit. And I was really, really annoyed because eventually when I created a chance, I set it back to Mbappe, and the game itself felt quite nice to play. I hit it first time, you're going to be seeing it, I'll leave it in the clips, like when I come up against, maybe right now, when I come up against the God Squad, he's got like Team of the Year, Ronaldo, this and that, I set it back to Mbappe with some Bernardo Silva control, I hit it, I genuinely hit it first time, and Mbappe didn't even do anything, he just like controlled it and walked towards the goal. That is where EA take control, and that's nothing, I can't do anything about that. I was thinking, you know what, instead of like blaming the game as much, try and take responsibility and improve. And I have taken a lot from my game this weekend, but that there is complete 100% cheese from EA. And if that went in, it could have been a different game. And unfortunately, that was the one that got taken to penalties as well. But I did grow in confidence in the second half, and I was really proud with how I was playing. And Dembele, oh my, did you see the goal that I posted on Twitter the other day? Dembele literally has turned into Pele. He was dropping past 3, 4, 5 players, did a little bit of a drag back, and then an R9 typical animation shot looped over the keeper, bottom corner. Like, I can't believe a Dembele has scored that. Well, I can, because he's that good for me. And if I remember, I'll leave my Twitter link, or I'll leave the whole link in the description or at the top of the comments. You guys can go and check it out, and yeah, let me know your thoughts on the goal. But man, I'm just, yeah, really looking forward to just fine-tuning this squad and taking our game to a new level. But Tyranny, wonderful as well. Just everyone together. This is a very, very good side, and it's given me a lot more to work with, and in the attack it has just changed everything, man. And I did tell you, Mbappe, I need him clutching up, getting those goals, and in a second I'm going to go through all of the stats and let you know the goals, the games. But if I was to make one upgrade right now, it would be potentially getting rid of Dembele. I don't want to get rid of him, but let's say if we had loads of coins right now, I would move Mbappe left attacking mid, Mane right attacking mid, middle cam Bernardo Silva, or look to upgrade him to like a Pele or a Cruyff, like moments, and then in the striker position, Dalglish. I think that that would be a really, really nice setup. I don't know if Dalglish will work like amazingly well for me, but it's really just the 5-star weak foot that I think is the move, boys. Once you have the angles left, right, you don't have to do too much. It brings composure and it gets those all important goals. So yeah, let's let's work. Let's grind the RTG. I'm going to do some investments as well because people are saying if Neymar does get the player of the month and wins, yeah, the 86s are going to skyrocket, or 87s, and then we have that icon SBC. So I've got around about 200,000 or so that I'm just going to invest in. If I make 50, 100k, why not? Free coins, easy coins, and that's what I'm going to do. But hopefully you have enjoyed some of the games. Probably the last one is showing right now, and I did come up against, he was a pretty solid player. I think he was verified as well, so he's got 27 wins in the weekend league. He was moving the ball really well in the attack. A little bit unlucky actually that he didn't score some goals, but very late on, once again, I just choked mine, and I need to add that ball roll into my game a little bit more often. Sometimes it's like unnecessary because you're right on top of the goal, but it's just knowing when and when not to use it. And that's something that I need to get better with. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. Let's go back to the team. So 10 games left in the weekend league, and it would be absolutely insane if I were to win every single one of those. And with the way I've been playing, I think realistically 26, I'll take that. But 27, if I can get back to Elite 1, like 28 is a luxury, but if I can get back to Elite 1, I think that that would be a good achievement. I've dropped off a little bit on FIFA 20, and I can't deny that, and I don't like it. I want to get back to the best of the best level that I can possibly get, and I know that when I'm on form, I play really well. When I'm off form, I play really bad. It's not just being off form, it's losing everything that I've learned playing the game for so many years. Can't attack, can't defend, and it's really what I want to start getting better at. It's the consistency. Like, I feel like I've got the ability, it's there, it's just trying to tune it in every single game. And that's something that I'm trying to adapt to, especially on this patch. But I am getting a lot better, and although you can like approach the game quite fast, it's all dependent on gameplay though, but you can move the ball quickly. But sometimes it's never good just to try and go from A to B, pass. Eventually you're going to misplay something, and then your opponent just regains possession, and it's going to be an uphill battle. But with the turns and bringing in the players that are allowing me to just hold on to possession and create those chances, turn, move, and find the opening, a little bit more patience in the attack, it has helped me out. And also this team, so strong. Now with Mbappe leading the line, I was thinking actually, if I were to go for a Dalglish, I don't know if Dalglish would outperform Mbappe when it comes to playmaking, because when he drops into those wide areas as a cam, he has really good passing, and he could be offering so much to my starting level. Well, he is. Look at the improvement from last week, barely getting gold 1, to this week we're sitting on 18 and 2, and I've been playing so much better FIFA because of it. Now if I were to get rid of an Mbappe and lose that playmaking, how much is that really affecting the starting 11? I don't know. But 20 games, 17 goals, 16 assists, really consistent. Obviously we're starting to come up against the better players, so yeah, he's going to drop off a little. Have you noticed, by the way, I've just reminded myself, have you noticed how many people that are using Footmus De Gea? Now, I don't know if it's so much the patch that has helped him out or if it's this card, the version, but he is wonderful on this game. Terrible to come up against, though. In between the posts, moving so fast, the reactions just really annoying. And another thing, every single Team of the Year Alisson owner seems to be an absolute swear. They move him, manually control him with the left stick, like they click it in and they move him about. My God, he's a pain in the head to come up against. It's really De Gea and Alisson this weekend. I'd rather come up against ter Stegen. No, that's not true. No, I wouldn't. Team of the Year, Kante. The only person that I'd want to replace Kante with is Essien, but I deep down believe, I'm talking about prime moments, I don't think that Essien's going to outperform Kante. How could he? 97 rated Team of the Year, and a big improvement on this card that is so important is the passing. Regular Kante, going back to him, I don't really feel like I can control the game that well in a 4-2-3-1 anymore, whereas when you bring in the Team of the Year, you can turn, you can pass, you've got stamina, you've got pace, and the shooting, I don't know what they've done to this card. It is so broken in front of goal. 97 attack position, he does seem to make some decent late runs when he is the higher CDM in that like move, and then you've got the finishing that is just like so good, so consistent. Now one upgrade, like realistic upgrade that I'd want to make like quite soon, and it's to get rid of this Blanc and bring in the prime icon moments. I really want to use him. Now I don't know exactly how much he would sell for. I think there was one on the market a minute ago. 93. Yeah, here you go. 1.5 million. Let me add that to my watch list. 1.5 million. So after the rewards, do you think that's a good idea? Like, we'd only have to invest a little bit. Well, it depends how many coins we make from FUT Champs. But if he's around like 1.8 or so, 1.7, do you think it's worth the upgrade? Like 6'4", medium-high work rates, and now you're giving him these kind of defensive stats. He's already the best centre-back in the game for me. But the physical, the defending, the dribbling, the pace, you think so? Would you like to see a prime icon moments Blanc on the RTG? I'd love that. Well, I'm going to keep an eye out to see how much this one sells for. And I did mention with the breakdown of the middle, the 10 games in the middle of FUT Champs, I'm going to be investing into some like 86s and 87s because I've got 200,000. So that's what I'm going to do, boys. And that's where I'm going to love and leave you. Good luck in FUT Champs. I will see you tomorrow with some awesome gameplay, maybe a fantastic finish as well. Take care. Team out. Peace.